So you're starting your home buying process, but you've just gotten your pre-approval back from your lender and it's not quite as high as you wanted it to be. Therefore, your home search is limited to a lower budget. Well, what should you do in this situation? Stay tuned. I'm going to give you a few options this week in the Clouse Corner. Thanks for tuning in. So you've just got pre-approved by your lender, but it's not the amount you were hoping to get pre-approved for. So what can you do? Well, there are a couple options when you're not pre-approved for what you hope you might get. Let's say, for example, you hope that you are going to be pre-approved for $450,000 and you're only approved for $400,000. Well, first thing is to come talk to me as your realtor, because there are options out there that are in your price range. Maybe we'll have to go further outside the city or look at a different type of home versus condo to find something in your price range, but there are options out there that we can look at. The second thing is you can start a savings plan and start to work with your lender on a plan to increase your savings over time before you actually purchase a home. This is a great way to strategize with someone who works with people buying every day to come up with a plan to get to the place you want to be or the price you want to purchase at in the next months or years ahead. And the third option is to think about how long you'll own the home and if it makes sense to buy a home now and then trade up later to a higher price home in your future. So basically what this means is that you can buy a home now and gain equity in that home because our market is always appreciating. So what this means is you can buy a home now and start to work on gaining equity in that home. Basically, if the market continues to appreciate over time, you can gain equity in your property. And then in a couple of years, when you've gained that equity, you can sell that home and take out the equity and put it towards your next home, which could be at a higher price point, maybe the price point you wanted to start at. But by investing your money now, you can see that money grow through equity growth if you're in a market where equity is growing. In Seattle, we're lucky because we have equity growth year over year. And in the past, we've had quite a lot of equity growth. So people who bought their homes sometimes see $25,000 to $50,000 to $100,000 in appreciation over a couple of years. And then they can take that money out and put it towards their next purchase, which might be towards a bigger home because now they have a bigger down payment to put down. When you think about your first purchase, you might also want to think about exactly what type of home you want to be in right now versus the type of home you want to be in the future. So maybe right now your price point is for a condo, which could be a little bit cheaper than a single family home. But ultimately, if you want to be in a single family home, then you can hang on to your condo for a couple of years, hopefully gain some equity in the condo, and then take that money out and put it towards your down payment for a single family home. Meaning you'll have more money later to then put down on that larger home that might be a different style or the ultimate style you wanted to end up in. So your options aren't necessarily limited. It's just about what you can afford now versus what you might be able to afford in the future once you have invested in real estate and have some time to gain equity in those properties. Real estate is a long-term game, so you have to remember that you're playing for the long term here, and there are multiple ways to get where you ultimately want to be. So there you have it. There are three paths you can really take. Look at your current options with the pre-approved amount that you have, come up with a savings plan with your lender to get you where you want to go, or start now, invest in real estate, and trade up to the home you ultimately want to be in later once you've gained some equity. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this helped you. And if you know someone who needs some help or guidance on how to get pre-approved for a mortgage or how to save up for a down payment, feel free to share this video. We'd love to help anyone you know who's thinking about buying or selling. Thanks for tuning in. Tune in next week. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We're doing a giveaway. If you comment on this video or share it within 1 week of it being posted, you'll be entered to win our $50 Amazon gift card giveaway at the end of the month. You can see all the giveaway instructions in the link below. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week. Be sure to like this video, share it with anyone you know, comment on it, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.